kid on the block, and I'm going to be hot. I'm going to be some hot shit, do you know what I mean? I think I'm going to knock Andrade out.
They all say that. That's everybody's favorite thing to say. And it never happens. At the end of the day, this Liam Williams kid is not going to stop this train. Look at me when they say they're gonna knock me out. Like, what you mean, bro?
Well, Fight Fans, boxing is back, and it's all going down tomorrow night live on Dazn from right here in Hollywood, Florida. Well, a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the official weigh-in of Andrade and Williams, the world title in the middleweight division on the line tomorrow night, the WBO title that is, brought to you live around the world on DAZN, and of course presented to you by Eddie Hearns from Matchroom Boxing. It's all going down at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Let's get this weigh-in started now with our 4-round attraction, this scheduled at 140 pounds, featuring Aponte and Martinez. First up on the stage from Austin, Texas, here is Javier Martinez. And his opponent from Hialeah, Florida, Aaron Aponte. Aponte out of Austin, Texas. Tomorrow night will be his 12th appearance inside the ring. Martinez, pardon me. Martinez first up on the scale for us. 4-round super lightweights. Martinez official weight, 138 1/4. His opponent out of Hialeah, Florida, undefeated at 2-0. One win coming by way of knockout. Here is Aaron Aponte. Aponte even 140 pounds, 140. This is our show opener tomorrow night. 4-round super lightweight division. Javier Martinez, Austin, Texas, taking on the Floridian undefeated Aaron Aponte. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll see you tomorrow night. Both fighters set and ready to go on weight, as we'll now send it on down to Todd Grisham with Aaron Aponte.
Thank you, Joe. He's not here quite yet, but this gives me more on-camera FaceTime, which is always appreciated, especially by my mother, who's watching right now in Orlando. Hi, Mom. Getting set for Aaron Aponte, who made his debut on DAZN under the Canelo banner back at the Miami Dolphins Stadium. And here he is again, South Florida's own Aaron Aponte. What was that experience like for you, fighting at Miami Dolphins Stadium in front of your family and friends?
Oh, man, it was a dream come true. You know, I've always wanted to fight in that stadium, and let alone on the Canelo card, so, you know, it was amazing.
What was that performance like? How would you grade yourself?
I gave myself an 8 out of 10 because, you know, I didn't get the knockout, but, you know, it was a unanimous decision. I outboxed him, and I looked well doing it.
And he was talking a lot of trash in that fight, but then you started feeding it back to him. Is that the kind of fighter you're going to be, a guy that tells you what he's going to do and then does it?
Yeah, I guess if he want to talk, I'm gonna talk too. I'm not gonna stay quiet.
All right, well, here's your chance. What are you going to do tomorrow night?
I'm looking for the knockout, same as always. You know, I'm a box, go in there boxing, box smart, and if I hurt him, take him out of there.
All right, good luck to you. Back up to Joe.
All right, thank you, Todd. Now, fans, we move on to the lightweight division. This bout features Otha Jones and Jorge Castaneda. Castaneda first up on the stage out of Laredo, Texas. His opponent from Toledo, Ohio, Otha Jones III. And the Texan, Jorge Castaneda, first on the scale for us. 13-1. Heavy hitter with 11 knockouts to his credit. 135 pounds on the dot. Jorge Castaneda, 135. His opponent, here's the unbeaten Toledo, Ohioan, 5-0-1 with 2 knockouts, Otha Jones III. Jones, 134 and 1/2, 134 and a half. Both fighters, of course, joined by Eddie Hearns of Matchroom Boxing, title sponsor of tomorrow night's big event, live on Dazn from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino here in Hollywood, Florida. As both will now come together, Jorge Castaneda of Laredo, Texas, 13-1, 11 knockouts, takes on Toledo's Otha Jones III, the unbeaten slugger, the lightweight 5-0-1 with 2 KOs. Thank you, gentlemen. Both are good and on weight. You can cast your bets online. Go to betonline.com for all of the fight action. Place your live wagers tomorrow and get set for all the action on DAZN. Todd standing by once again over there. I know you like that FaceTime, Todd, so I'm going to toss it on down.
Thank you, Joe. Of course, our main event still to come later here in South Florida. Demetrius Andrade taking on Liam Williams. That'll be for the WBO World Middleweight Championship. Demetrius told us yesterday during the fighter interviews that he wants to send a message to the world that they cannot ignore him anymore. As you know, some of the big-name fighters around the globe have avoided Andrade at all costs. He wants to force them to fight him with an electric performance, but of course he's got to get through Liam Williams, one of the toughest Brits around, and a man that is full of confidence and is not scared at all. Speaking of a man full of confidence, Otha, how you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Doing great. Your last fight was a tough one for you, a split draw. What did you make of that night?
It's a learning experience. I wasn't, fully listening to my camp, falling out with my dad, falling out with my camp. And it just made me realize that you can't be boneheaded. You gotta listen. You feel me? You can't act like you know everything.
Did you think you just kind of wanted to get into a fight with this guy instead of staying outside and boxing with him?
No, of course. I'm always gonna be slick on the boxing side and slow him down, and then, what come with that.
All right, so yeah, so your corner, you said you're gonna listen to them. What will they be telling you tomorrow night? What's the game plan?
Be myself. Listen. Don't act like I know it all. Go to the body. Handle that business.
All right. We'll see if you can handle your business tomorrow night. Otha, thanks for the time. Back up to Joe.
Thank you, Todd. Now, fight fans, we get excited for this one. 2 undefeated super middleweights will enter the ring tomorrow night, and somebody's O has got to go. 6 rounds of action featuring Espino and McLeod. First up, please welcome from Bradenton, Florida, undefeated Ty McLeod. His opponent out of Las Vegas, Nevada, 7-0, Alexis Espino. Ty McLeod will be first on the scale for us. 6-0, all 6 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of his home state of Florida, the Bradenton local. Here's Ty McLeod on the scale. 164.4, 164 and 1/2. And his opponent, undefeated super middleweight of Las Vegas, Nevada, 7-0 with 5 knockouts, Alexis Espino. Espino 166 1/4. Six rounds at 168 pounds, the super middleweight division. A stacked division around the world. These two undefeated young fighters putting their undefeated records on the line, of course, as they'll go toe-to-toe tomorrow night from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Florida takes on Nevada. Thank you, gentlemen. DAZN.com. Be sure to log on. If you do not have your subscription, catch all the World Championship Boxing tomorrow night. Two big fights coming your way. Super middleweight, the middleweight world title on the line. And it's on Dazn.com. $100 gets you all the fight action for 12 months. All right, Todd, take it away.
And here he comes now. Interstage left. Yes, Alexis Espino. How you been?
I've been all right, man. How you been?
Doing great. What's it feel like being back in the ring again so quick, ready to turn this thing, or back in the ring finally again?
Well, I can tell you, it's definitely better than being out for a whole year, you know. So I'm happy and I'm blessed to be getting these opportunities. I just gotta, take them wisely.
All right. So what can we expect to see out of you tomorrow night?
Tomorrow, Saturday night, I'm coming in stronger than I did in my last fight, and I'm hoping he comes the best too.
He's 6-0 with 6 knockouts. Obviously, you're the favorite. We don't know too much about him. What do you expect he's going to bring to you?
I'm sure he's gonna bring a lot of pressure, and I'm ready for that. And yeah.
So to all your fans watching right now, when they tune in, watch you fight, what should they expect from their hero?
I don't know about hero, but they should expect a stronger Alexis, a more focused Alexis, and that's all I gotta say.
All right. Speaking about himself in the third term, he's going to be a star. Back up to Joe.
That's right. Thank you, Todd. 8 rounds lightweight action coming your way now, fight fans. USA takes on Russia, a classic throwback matchup for you all. Pearson taking on Mercado. First up on the stage from Pomona, California, undefeated, Israel Mercado. His opponent from Makhachkala, Russia, Arthur Pearson. Mercado first up on the stage and on the scale for us. Hailing from Pomona, California, 9-0 as a young professional with 7 knockouts. And he's ready to go. Again, we are looking at 137 pounds for this bout. Mercado now on the scale. 136 3/4. His opponent from Makhachkala, Russia, undefeated, 7-0 with 6 knockouts, Arthur Pearson, the Wolf, on the scale. And he comes in 136 1/2. Both are good and on weight. Israel Bad Ways Mercado out of Pomona, California, 9-0. Takes on the undefeated Russian from Makhachkala, Arthur the Wolf Pearson. Again, you can catch all the action live on DAZN worldwide here from Hollywood, Florida at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. As we await Arthur Pearson, the Wolf will be headed down for a conversation with our Todd Grisham. Todd.
And you can see those lines at the bottom of your screen on Bet Online. Pearson a -300 favorite. We'll be posting the odds of the rest of the fights all night long. Be interested to see what the main event looks like. That's just moments down the line. Come on in. He is the Chechen Wolf in all his glory. How are things going for you? How do you feel?
I feel great. Now that the weigh-ins are done, I'm rehydrated, and I feel awesome. Can't wait for tomorrow.
If you don't mind sharing the story, I said it on the last broadcast, of how you got your nickname, the Chechen Wolf.
We were caught in the crossfire in 1999 when the second Cold War started in Chechnya. And the soldiers were carrying me, running with me, taking us to the safe zone, and asking me, "What's your name? Whose son are you?" And my father used to always tell me, if someone asks you who you are, tell them you're a wolf, Chechen wolf. And I told them, I'm Chechen wolf. And they said, we can't let the Chechen wolf die. So they took me to a safe zone.
What a great story. Glad you're with us. Glad you're here. So, yeah, round of applause for this guy, and imagine what he's been through in his life. So I guess a fighter standing across the ring from you with an undefeated record doesn't scare you at all, does it?
No, of course not. That's what I want. I want to fight better opponents, guys that are undefeated. And I want to, again, thank him for taking this fight because, this is a big risk for him. So I can't wait for tomorrow.
Do you have a prediction for us? What's going to happen?
Of course, we all want a knockout. I'm not going to look for it. I'm going to box. And I know it's going to present itself.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. Back up to you, Joe.
Thank you. We look forward to seeing both those undefeated fighters tomorrow night in the ring. 10 rounds heavyweights coming up next. This bout brought to you by Eddie Hearns for Matchroom Boxing in association with Banner Promotions. And this fight features Majidov taking on Fedosov, two fighters from Russia. First up on the stage from Shuya, Russia, Andrei Fedosov. His opponent from Baku, Azerbaijan, Mohammad Rasul Majidov. Fedosov, 31-3, the veteran of the two. He has 25 knockouts. From Shuya, Russia. He will be first on the scale for us. Andrei Fedosov. 224 and 1/2. 224 and a half. His opponent from Baku, Azerbaijan, Mohammad Rasul Majidov. Majidov 3-0 with 3 knockouts. And he comes in officially 232 pounds. 232 for the heavyweight. Again, 10 rounds, heavyweight action brought to you by Matchroom Boxing in association with Banner Promotions. The veteran of the two, Andrei Fedosov, 31-3, 25 knockouts against the 3-0, 3 knockout winning fighter, Mohammad Rasul Majidov. Tomorrow night, live on Dazn. This 10-round heavyweight attraction, the last of our preliminary fights before we get on with our final 2 heavyweight throwdowns that are scheduled to go live for you on Dazn, as we'll now send it down to Todd with Mohammad Rasul.
Mohammad Rasul Majidov, an 18-1 favorite, which is pretty remarkable considering the pedigree that Fedosov has. I'll ask you first, are the bookies right? Do you think you deserve to be an 18-1 favorite in this fight tomorrow night?
Ты думаешь, что ты заслуживаешь этого? Что ты фаворит в этом бою?
Да, я думаю, они не ошибутся во мне. Я покажу всю красоту моего бокса.
Yeah, I think they're right, actually. So I'm going to show you tomorrow.
I like your confidence. What do the bookies know and what do you know that maybe some fans don't know? Because on paper, this looks like almost a 50-50 fight.
Потому что, говорит, по бумагам это почти 50 на 50 бой. Может, кто-то узнает больше.
Не, ну, я не знаю по бумагам, что написано. Конечно, я своего соперника уважаю. Но я пришел сюда выигрывать и завоевывать дальше больших имен хочу, чтобы они встречались со мной.
I have a respect to my opponent, but I don't care what the paper says. And I'm here just to win and to hunt down all the big names.
You mentioned the big names. Of course, you want to be a world champion, but you'll have to take step by step. If you win this fight, as you've predicted, who is the name that you want to fight next?
Ты, конечно, ты хочешь большие имена. Если ты выиграешь этот бой завтра, кого бы ты вызвал бы?
У меня разницы нет. Я с любым боксировал. Я начну с Джошуа. Так что Дилан Вайт, почему нет? Я хочу Дилан Вайтом побоксировать. Я с любым побоксирую.
I think you got it, Todd. Joshua Dylan White.
Those are big names. I think Eddie Hearn knows both those guys, so we'll talk to him after the fight tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Back up to you, Joe.
Thank you, Todd. And now, fight fans, we go to our co-featured bout of the evening tomorrow night. 12 rounds scheduled for the IBO Super Middleweight Championship. This fight, Gongora taking on Pearson. First up on the stage, here is the challenger from Dayton, Ohio, Christopher Pearson. And his opponent from Ecuador, Carlos Gongora. Chris Pearson out of Dayton, Ohio, 17-2 with 12 knockouts. For the challenger, looking for the IBO strap to hang on the wall. Official weight, 167.5 for Pearson, 167.5. His opponent, the defending undefeated IBO Super Middleweight Champion. Here he is, 19-0, Carlos Gongora. 19-0 with 14 knockouts. Here's Carlos Gongora. 167 3/4 pounds for the champ, undefeated Carlos Gongora. Seventeen and 2, 12 knockout. Christopher Pearson, the challenger from Dayton, Ohio, taking on the undefeated champ from Esmeraldas, Ecuador, Carlos Gongora. 12 rounds for the IBO Super Middleweight crown. All right, thank you, gentlemen. Double duty this time for Todd Grisham, who's standing by. He will chat first with the American from Dayton, Ohio, Christopher Pearson. As Christopher makes his way on down to you, Todd, we'll send it to you.
I think you can tell by his appearance, his attire, that he is not intimidated in the least bit. He is full of confidence. Come on in here. How do you feel? You are the challenger, a chance to win a world title in South Florida. Give us your thoughts.
Oh, man, it's exciting. I'm the better fighter. I'll show y'all tomorrow.
What do you think about Carlos Gongora's style and what he's able to do?
I think he's a pretty complete fighter. So I look forward to going in there and kind of, making it look easy as possible and displaying that I'm just better and moving forward.
Now, you do have 2 losses on your record, but you said that was because you had to cut a massive amount of weight, which you didn't have to do this time. What's the difference?
Just, confidence. I know physically I'm healthy, so I don't got to go in and try to conserve nothing. I can go in and just let it rip, and that's going to be the difference. And like I said, you guys will be able to see that tomorrow. He
got hit a lot in that fight, but showed a massive, massive chin. What will happen if you hit him with those same type of shots?
It'll be early. It'll be an early night. So I hope he bring that same heart and that same lack of defense so I can do what I do.
Good luck to you. Perhaps a future world champion in the making. And now, the champion himself, fighting out of Ecuador, Carlos Gongora, the first ever Ecuadorian world champion. He is the IBO champ. Carlos, what does it feel like now being the champion instead of the challenger?
Bueno, ahora me siento muy orgulloso de haber representado a mi país y en sí, bueno, contento de haber conseguido este gran logro como es el título mundial.
He said he feel happy now that he's a champion and now he's going to be defending the title for Ecuador.
What video have you seen of Pearson and what kind of fight do you think it's going to be?
Que la ha visto a Pearson pelear y qué clase de pelea cree que va a pasar.
Bueno, al final de todo se define en el ring. No importa todo lo que digamos aquí abajo, sino en el momento que estemos arriba en el ring.
He said that it don't matter what you say out here. It doesn't matter in the ring when it's a fight's on.
So what's the strategy? How do you get this victory?
¿Cuál es la estrategia para ganar, para obtener la victoria?
Bueno, eso no se dice.
He said he doesn't know that, but he'll find out in the ring.
Okay, well, you were behind on the cards in your last fight. You needed that late knockout, and you got it. Do you think it's going to come down to that again?
Que la última pelea estaba bajo la tarjeta. ¿Que crees que va a pasar esto otra vez o que va a hacer esta diferencia?
Bueno, ahora soy el campeón del mundo y espero que se haga una diferencia en todo esto de la pelea.
He said now he's the world champion and he expects to be a whole different story this time.
Good luck to you. The champion, ladies and gentlemen, Carlos Gongora. And now for the main event introductions, back up to Joe Martinez.
Thank you, Todd. And fight fans, the stage is set tomorrow night. Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, live around the world on Dazn. Our main event of the evening, 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the WBO World Middleweight Championship. It's all, of course, brought to you by Eddie Hearns for Matchroom Boxing. This bout in association with Queensberry Promotions and sponsored by JD Sports, Bet Online, and Air Force Reserve. We are set to go. Andrade versus Williams. First up on the stage, here is the challenger from Church Village, Wales, Liam the Machine Williams. And his opponent, undefeated native of Providence, Rhode Island, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. The challenger, Williams, first on the scale from Church Village, Wales, the two-division British champion. 160 pounds, 160 for Williams. And next, his opponent, getting ready to step up onto the scale, 29-0, undefeated with 18 knockouts. The former WBO light middleweight world champion, the current reigning, defending, three-time defending WBO middleweight champion of the world. He goes by Boo Boo. Here is Demetrius Andrade. Ranked as the world's third best active middleweight. 159 and 1/2. 159 and a half for the champ, Demetrius Andrade. We will have fans in attendance tomorrow night to see this showdown. Lots of chatter going on outside. It'll all be settled inside the ring tomorrow night as Andrade puts his undefeated record on the line against the native of Church Village, Wales, two-division British champion Liam Williams. They will now meet face-to-face. (23, 2-1). 18 knockouts for the challenger, Liam the Machine Williams. 29-0, 18 knockouts. The hard-hitting, defending champion, undefeated, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. Tomorrow night, live on Dazn, catch the action from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Catch the action live on Dazn, Dazn.com, Dazn.com. Get your subscription. And don't miss this action early on the East Coast. War of Words, going on here, Todd. I know you are anxiously awaiting the interview both of these fighters, and we'll send it down to you in just a moment. Matchroom Boxing in association with Queensberry Promotions, bringing you tomorrow night's main event. From a Twitter war to the stage, the words still continue to fly as we will now cut it off and ask you please, Mr. Williams, to head on down and have your conversation with Todd Grisham. Thank you. Well, Todd, you've been standing by eagerly awaiting to talk to both these gentlemen. We're going to give you right now Liam Williams.
Come on in. Here is Liam Williams. What was that all about? I got a little testy up there. What was the message you were trying to convey that he didn't seem to be understanding?
There is no message, you know. I just know I'm gonna punch his face in tomorrow night, and he needs to be ready.
You've constantly made comments about his hair. I believe you said you're going to hit him in the. What's going to happen?
I'm going to spin his head so hard, he's going to be whipping him in the face, and he's going to have all kinds of blisters and scars and everything. So,
to be fair, a lot of fighters have been in the same position you've been. They predicted a knockout, they predicted a win, but no one's been able to figure Demetrius Andrade out. What is the secret that you're going to be doing tomorrow that's going to propel you to victory?
Obviously, you know, I can't give too much away, but obviously I believe I have the tools to do it, and I'm going to come and hit him, hurt him, and I'm going to do it regular.
What's your message to everybody in the UK who's pulling for you?
Just tune in. I'm sure they all will. And you're in for a real fight. You really are.
Good luck to you. All right. Liam Williams, head this way. And now we await the champ. Demetrius Andrade, undefeated, almost untouchable at times, it seems. I heard you say easy work, easy work. Why do you believe that's the case?
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I've been doing this for a long time. I ain't worried about what he's bringing to the table. It's the same shit everybody else tries to do. Come forward and try to show their macho, but at the end of the day, they all go down. It's all good.
All right, so what's your final prediction? You've been talking.
War.
All right. War it is. Sounds like the old haggler wearing the hat with the war. All right, back up. One final time to Joe.
Thank you, Todd. I think the war of the words have been settled. Now the war inside the ring will go down tomorrow night. Catch the main event. Don't miss any of the action live. Brought to you by Matchroom Boxing on Dazn tomorrow night from Hollywood, Florida. Thanks for joining us for the official weigh-in. We'll see you tomorrow at the Seminole Hard Rock.